Hi, my name is Kelsey from the University of Rhode Island Nutrition Education Program. Today we're going to talk about the USDA MyPlate. MyPlate is a guide that helps us eat healthier. If you notice, the MyPlate has 5 different colors. Each of these colors represents one of the different food groups. We have red, which represents fruit, green, vegetables, orange, grains, purple, protein, and blue, the dairy group. You'll also notice that each section is slightly different in size. This is because we need slightly different amounts of each of these food groups in order to be our healthiest. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Red represents the fruit group. Some examples of fruits are bananas, pears, apples, strawberries, peaches, a fruit cup and juice, pineapple, grapes, oranges, watermelon, and blueberries. The green group represents vegetables. Some examples of vegetables I have here today are peppers, sweet potatoes, squash, lettuce, onions, mushrooms, broccoli, tomato, carrots, and canned green beans. Fruits and vegetables help to keep us healthy. They can even help prevent us from getting sick. Fruits and vegetables also contain fiber. Fiber helps keep us full and also helps food move through our stomach to make us go to the bathroom. If you look up here, you'll notice half of my plate is covered with fruits and vegetables. To get enough fruits and vegetables each day, add different colors fruits and vegetables to your meals and your snacks. Next, we have the orange group. This represents grains. Grains give us energy to help us live, learn, and to play. Some examples I have today of grains are breads, cereals, oatmeal, rice, crackers, and pasta. We want to try to make half of the grains we eat whole grains. This is because whole grains have fiber, just like fruits and vegetables. Fiber, again, helps keep us full and helps food move through our body to help us go to the bathroom. Some examples of whole grains are whole grain breads, oatmeal, brown rice, and whole grain cereals. Next, we have purple. This represents protein. Protein helps keep our muscles strong and helps us build strong muscles. Examples of protein are chicken, beef, deli meat, nuts and seeds, eggs, fish like canned tuna, beans, and peanut butter. Our last group is the blue group. This represents dairy. Examples of dairy are milk, cheese, and yogurt. It's important to eat dairy to help keep your bones and teeth strong. It's very important that when you're young, you eat enough food from the dairy group in order to build strong bones. So now if you look up here, you know all 5 food groups, but how much do you need? At breakfast, you want to try to get at least 3 of the 5 food groups. At lunch, you want to try to eat as many of the food groups as you can. This is the same for dinner. Let's go ahead and look at a breakfast and see how we can get at least 3 of the 5 food groups. Up here, I have a whole grain cereal. This is an example of something you might have for breakfast. This is one food group, the grain group. Let's go ahead and see how we can add to this breakfast to get at least 3. First, I could add some low-fat milk to this cereal. This would give me 2 food groups, dairy and grain. I could then go ahead and add maybe some fruit on top, some strawberries, maybe even some blueberries. This would give me 3 food groups. I have fruit, grain, and dairy. Now let's go ahead and look at an example of a lunch. Remember, for lunch and dinner, you want to try to eat as many of the 5 food groups as you can. Let's say for lunch you had a sandwich. You had your grain, bread. Let's say you had some deli turkey. This would be an example from the protein group. This would be 2 food groups. If you went ahead and added some lettuce, this would be an example of a vegetable. Now we have 3 food groups. Maybe you added something like some fruit on the side. Now you have 4 food groups. Throw in that glass of milk, and now you have all 5 food groups in your lunch. Let's go ahead and look at some examples of healthy snacks. Maybe for snack you had something like cheese. This would be from the dairy group. You could add something like maybe grapes from the fruit group. This would give me 2 food groups, 1 being a fruit. This would be a healthy choice. Let's go ahead and look at another example of a snack. Maybe I had something like whole grain crackers. These are from the grain group. I could go ahead and add maybe a vegetable this time, maybe some baby carrots. This would give me 2 food groups and 1 would be a vegetable. This is another example of a healthy snack choice. Let's go ahead and review the 5 most important things that we talked about today. 1. We want to try to make sure that we cover half of our plate with fruits and vegetables. We also want to try to make sure we eat all different colors fruits and vegetables. 2. We want to make sure that half of the grains we eat are whole grains. This is because whole grains have fiber. This fiber keeps us full, helps keep food running through our body, and helps us go to the bathroom. Examples of whole grains are whole grain breads, oatmeal, brown rice, and whole grain cereals. 3. We want to make sure we choose low-fat sources of dairy and protein. Examples would be low-fat milk and grilled chicken. 4. We know that to be healthy, we should eat foods from all 5 food groups. Try your best to eat as many as you can at all your meals. Research shows that a lot of children don't get enough from the fruit and vegetable group. Try to have these at all your meals. And 5. When it comes to snack time, you want to try to get at least 2 of the 5 food groups. You want to make sure at snacks at least one of the food groups you're eating is either a fruit or a vegetable. This is Kelsey from the University of Rhode Island Nutrition Education Program. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new today and you enjoyed this video. Join us for more.